Hello everybody and welcome back to another Deep Ogre review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the vintage G1 Precious Mirage from the actual 1984 lineup. Now this is my first actual real life G1 figure. I got him at Katie Toys and Customs. I am an employee there, and we were working on a bunch of G1 old classic Transformers, and I just so happened to pick this guy up while we were doing that. There are some flaws to this figure, as it is an original copy, but I'll get into that later. But for now, let's just take a look at his accessories. In classic G1 style, you get the chromed out gun and the missile to the cannon, which, well, I'll go over the cannon first. But because it's so old, the mechanism is kind of shot, so I can just like pull in and out this missile, which it's more forgivable on this figure because it is an 80s figure. But it's fine. The missile is a separate piece, obviously, and I believe he came with extra missiles, but I don't have those. And put it in, it's supposed to lock there, and then you shoot it, which it kind of works. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll get it to work, but other times it won't, and it'll just kind of spittle out like that. There's a clip right there, obviously, and this bar for the tire. You just clip that on, and shebang, you got Mirage with his classic missile launcher. And for his gun, it is a classic, obviously, Mirage gun. Nice chromed out paint right there. It is kind of chipping on the side right there, on the handle, on the bottom, and the tip of the barrel. But other than that, it's in pretty good nick. Very, very shiny, very nice. And obviously he can hold that in either hand, right there, or if you'd so please, right in there, and he holds it pretty well. That's pretty much it for his accessories, as G1-ish as you can get. For Mirage's detail, getting up and close with this figure, you can see the silver around the face has definitely faded, same with the mouth, but it looks good. Nice dark navy-ish blue for the face, and just all the blue on the figure in general. Move the tire down, there you go. And that looks very, very good. Yellow eyes, obviously. And the metallic classic 80s Transformers stickers. Blue right there, some red dots. Nice smooth right here. This piece is die cast, I want to say that. These, oh, there goes the missile. These bars holding the tires in are die cast. I believe the hubcaps are die cast as well. Coming down here, you got the Elf, Kintanes, I don't know what that says, 26. They are really off-centered, but that's fine by me. You got a nice metallic blue sticker right there, Autobot sticker right there. And the arms, obviously, dweeby G1 arms. Very nice, very G1-ish. And going down, these pieces are actually most of the leg is die cast. So like this is all die cast, that's die cast. Again, I think the hubcaps are die cast as well, holding the rubber tires. They actually have Goodyear on them, so that is a very nice detail. Elf again on the toes, and you get the Centaz Liger on the feet. So yeah, that's pretty much just basic G1, and it looks very good. It works. For articulation, obviously being a G1 figure, it doesn't have that much. Nothing at the head. Of course, this can go up and down on that clip. Arm goes up about that far, and can go back about that far. No out. I mean, if you really want to wiggle it, it kind of wiggles. Elbow can get about 90. wrist swivel, and waist swivel. And that's pretty much it for articulation. Nothing at the knees. The toes kind of move because they're the spoiler in car mode. But other than that, there's not much. I did want to say, before I got into transformation, I felt like this was a good place to put it. On my copy, this is super, super loose, so it'll sometimes just fall. It doesn't take that much pressure for him to just sink a little bit. You know, he's always a little sunk, but over time he will sink a little more and a little more. And it does kind of get annoying, but it's fine. I can live with it. It's from the actual 80s. For comparison, here he is next to the Deluxe class Classics Optimus Prime and the Voyager class Earthrise Optimus Prime. Here he is next to the Transformers Earthrise Cliffjumper and the Transformers Studio Series 86 Core Class Wheelie.
You traitor! I've been waiting for this!
And last but not least, just for shits and giggles, here is the Bandai vinyl Biollante I got along with Mirage. And here he is next to the only other G1 figure I own, sadly the G1 reissue Starscream. I do plan on getting some more, but I'll have to wait. Now, that's pretty much it for the robot mode. I'll just get into transformation. And for his vehicle mode, yeah, drag race vehicle mode, here it's just obviously that this figure was designed as the car and then later turned into Mirage. I believe this is a specific race car. I couldn't tell you. But in this mode, it becomes obvious that when I bought the figure, I got it pretty cheap because this whole section here was snapped off. You can kind of see the crack right in there. If not, I'll flash a picture up right now. And yeah, that's why I got it pretty cheap, and my boss wasn't too picky about me taking it because it did snap. So that kind of sucks, and there is a huge, not huge, but pretty sizable chunk missing, and my fingerprint left from super gluing it back together, but that doesn't really bother me. But even that doesn't really bother me. The fact that there's a bit missing still doesn't really, no skin off my ass. But other than that, you've seen everything except for this combined. It's the 26 Centans, I don't know. But yeah, this is just so cool looking, and he has actual rubber tires, so on any surface, put him down, and all of his wheels move. Sadly, I wish I had an actual, like, Kingdom Mirage, or still had the Siege version to go do comparisons with, but I don't. And for all you G1ers out there that complain about no weapon storage, your precious G1 didn't even have weapon storage, so suck on it, bitch. But yeah, this dude is just really enjoyable in this mode. Another thing is that this piece right here does not like to stay up unless it's like flat. Even if you tilt it like a little bit, it'll just fall all the way down. So that kind of sucks, but it's, again, it's from the 80s. I expected some looseness. Now that I'm done gushing over this car mode, I'll get back into my final thoughts. And now for my final thoughts. I think this figure is just so fun and precious. It is a piece of Transformers history. It is just so good that you can definitely tell how the brand and how figures in general have really overcome a lot of obstacles that they had in the 80s and even the early 90s. This just is so cool to have. As somebody who has never really laid hands on a classic G1 figure, at least for an extended period of time, this is a whole new experience for me. I feel like I'm handling like a holy grail. I know to a lot of people that might sound dumb, but it really is to me. As a huge Transformers fan, as a huge collector in general, this is what I've always wanted. A classic, vintage G1 feeling figure. And I have exactly that. The original, no doubt. This thing just, I don't know, it's very simple, but it's very close to my heart, especially because I love the Mirage design. Overall, this figure, I don't know, it just brought so much light and fun into my collection again. I can't wait to get more G1 vintage figures. So, without further ado, just because the plain simple fact I have him, I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. I know, freakish, but hey, I just don't have words. It's so cool to have this guy. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't already, subscribe, and if you like the video, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I gotta leave, okay?
John, we just started. Come on, man.
Listen, there's a lot to see in this life. Not wasting it here.